Welcome to the shadow frequency, where the veil between this world and the next grows thin, and the things that whisper in the dark are given voice. From the cryptic candlelit studios, deep in the Indiana forests, your host, Matt Wilson, and his spectral producer, Juniper Ravenwood, unearth the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome. So, still your heart, dim the light, and listen closely. For once you tune into the shadow frequency, you may never tune out.
All right, let's see what's clawing its way to the top tonight. Oh no, not the snow globe again.
Is that the one with the tiny town?
Yes, and the lights just turned on.
By itself?
Exactly. There's a little diner in there, and I swear someone just moved past the window.
Well, put it back. We don't need miniature hauntings.
What else have we got? The key label "Do Not Duplicate." A tape recorder that only works at 3:17 a.m. Hard pass on that. Ah, this one feels heavier.
Read it to me.
Episode 285, The Grafton Monster.
Ah, West Virginia, 1964, a headless shape in the dark.
8 feet tall, broad shoulders, no face, and a town that grabbed their guns and went hunting.
Tonight, we open the file on the thing that shouldn't exist.
You are tuned to the shadow frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. Hosted by Matt Wilson. Produced by Juniper Ravenwood. With Chris Beach. The darkness continues.
Welcome, Shadow Seekers, to another chilling dive into the unknown on the shadow frequency. Tonight, we're venturing into the misty hills of West Virginia, where a quiet summer night in 1964 shadowed the peace of a small town. Picture this, a lone driver on a dark road, headlights cutting through the humidity, only to reveal a colossal headless horror lurking in the shadows. This is the tale of the Grafton Monster, a beast that sparked frenzy, whispers of extraterrestrial visitors, and a mystery that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Matt, are you ready to pull back the veil on this Appalachian enigma?
Oh, Juniper, you've got me hooked already. The Grafton Monster sounds like something straight out of a nightmare, with its eerie silence and otherworldly form.
Right.
Listeners, buckle up. We're about to explore sightings that turned an ordinary town into a hotbed of paranormal panic. But first, let's set the scene properly.
Absolutely, the air is thick with secrets, the woods alive with unseen eyes. Take it away, Matt, and guide us into the heart of the darkness.
Thanks, Juniper, for digging into the file cabinet and unearthing this gem of a case. It's one of those stories that just grips you, the kind where the ordinary flips into the utterly bizarre in a heartbeat. All right, folks, let's open this file on the Grafton Monster and step back to that humid summer in 1964, right in the heart of Grafton, West Virginia. This isn't just any town. It's nestled in the Appalachian Mountains, where folklore runs as deep as the rivers, and the woods seem to hold on to secrets from another world. Picture it, June 16th, 1964. The clock's ticking past 11 p.m., and Robert Cockrell, a young reporter for the local Grafton Sentinel, is wrapping up a late shift. He's driving home along Riverside Drive, that's Yates Avenue to locals, hugging the banks of the Tygart Valley River. The night is clear, the road familiar, but as he rounds a bend near the old golf course, his headlights catch something that stops him cold. There, in a small clearing by the roadside, stands this massive thing. No ordinary animal, no trick of the light. Cockrell later described it as a huge white obstruction towering between 7 and 9 feet tall, about 4 feet wide with smooth seal-like skin that gleamed faintly in the darkness. And the creepiest part? No discernible head, just a rounded mass where a neck should be, like the creature's shoulders swallowed it whole. It didn't move aggressively, but its presence alone sent chills racing down his spine. Shaken, but keeping his wits, Cockrell floors the accelerator and speeds home. He doesn't waste time. He reports what he saw right away, and word spreads like wildfire through Grafton. By morning, the town's buzzing. Whispers turn to shouts. There's a monster in the woods, and folks aren't taking it lightly. This is Appalachia, where the stories of strange beings aren't just tales around the fire. They're part of the fabric of life. Armed citizens grab their shotguns, flashlights, and pile into pickup trucks. That very night, search parties flood the area along the river, combing the brush and hills for any sign of this headless giant. And get this, they weren't alone in their encounters. Multiple witnesses came forward with chilling accounts that matched Cockrell's almost perfectly. One group spotted a large headless silhouette slipping through the underbrush, its broad shoulders pushing aside branches like they were twigs. Others heard heavy footsteps crashing through the foliage, echoing in the night like something immense was on the move. Some even claimed to hear a low whistling sound emanating from the creature, as if it was calling out or warning them away. The hysteria builds fast. For days, the town is on edge, with reports of the beast vanishing into the tree line just as searchers close in. It's like the Grafton Monster is toying with them, appearing and disappearing into the misty Appalachian darkness. Now, as if a towering cryptid wasn't enough to fuel the fire, enter Gray Barker, a renowned paranormal investigator from nearby, famous for his work on UFOs and strange phenomena across West Virginia. Barker catches wind of the sightings and dives right in. He interviews Cockrell and others, and here's where it gets even more intriguing. Barker starts connecting dots to something beyond our world. He speculates that this isn't just some undiscovered earthbound creature. No, he ties it to extraterrestrial activity. Think about it. The smooth, rubbery skin, the faint glow some witnesses mentioned, the headless form that defies biology. Could this be a space animal left behind by visitors from the stars, or an interdimensional scout probing our reality? Barker's involvement ramps up the mystery, linking the Grafton Monster to a web of regional oddities. Just 2 years later, Point Pleasant would face the Mothman, and a decade before, the Flatwoods Monster terrified Braxton County. Was Grafton an early hotspot in a larger pattern of otherworldly intrusions? The frenzy peaks with national headlines trickling in, drawing curiosity from afar. But beneath the excitement, there's this undercurrent of dread. What if this beast isn't alone? What if it's watching from the shadows? Its whistling calls a lure into the unknown. The woods around Grafton suddenly feel alive, pregnant with possibilities that make your skin crawl. And as the searches continue, each rustle in the leaves, each unexplained sound pulls you deeper into the enigma. It's the kind of story that makes you question what's really out there in those hills. Ancient guardians, alien experiments, or something even more unfathomable. Phew, that Grafton Monster leaves you with more questions than answers, doesn't it? Like, what secrets are those Appalachian woods still hiding? Juniper, what's running through your mind after hearing all that?
Matt, I'm getting serious goosebumps here. The idea of a headless giant just existing out there?
Yeah.
It's fascinating and terrifying all at once.
Right.
Can't wait to hear what comes next.
Glad you're hooked. There's more layers to peel back, including that eerie silence that fell over the case. But first, let's take a quick break. Back over to you, Juniper.
Wow, listeners, if that first half has you glancing over your shoulder like I am, just imagine what's lurking in the shadows ahead. We've got theories that twist into the cosmos and an ending that might just leave you sleepless. Hello, kitty. There's a kitty up here on the console. What do you think? Is the Grafton Monster still out there, whistling in the night? What do you think, kitty? Hang tight as we ponder that, now handing it over to Chris for a quick word.
What's up, Juniper? If you're enjoying tonight's episode, do us a huge favor. Wherever you listen, tap like, subscribe, or follow. That simple click keeps this show growing. You can follow the Shadow Frequency on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, and across all podcast platforms. And don't forget our home base, shadowfrequencypodcast.com. Every episode, shadow blog stories, merch, voicemail messages, and even a way to buy us a coffee if you'd like to support the show. All right, back to you, Juniper.
Thanks, Chris. Time to fire up the spectral cosmic message materializer, flipping the switches now. Let's see what ethereal whispers it conjures from the void. Here's a peculiar missive floating in on waves of static.
Message retrieved from the void.
And to crack it open and uncover the words from our shadowy correspondent. All right, Shadow family, we've got a fun one tonight from Greg in South Dakota. He writes, "Hey, Matt and Juniper and Chris, Greg here from South Dakota. I listen to Shadow Frequency on iHeartRadio, and I just wanted to say how much I appreciate the blog on the website. The episodes are always great, but being able to dive a little deeper into the stories afterward really takes it to another level. Sometimes I'll listen first, then pull up the blog later to catch details I might have missed. It's like getting a bonus layer of the mystery. Keep the shadows coming. You've got a loyal listener up here on the plains, Greg in South Dakota, digging deeper into the unknown." Greg, that's music to our ears, or should I say a whisper from the beyond? We love hearing how the blog adds that little extra chill factor. Thanks for tuning in from the plains. It's awesome knowing our shadows reach far and wide. And for everyone else, if you've got a story, question, or just want to share your thoughts, drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. We're always listening, or are we watching? All right, Matt, back to you for the second half. Let's unravel more of this monster mystery.
You are tuned to the Shadow Frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. The darkness continues.
Thanks, Juniper, and a big shout out to Greg for that mailbag gem. Nothing beats diving deeper into these tales, right? It's like the shadows keep unfolding. Now, picking up where we left off, we're knee-deep in the Grafton Monster saga with the town of Grafton turned upside down by this colossal headless entity. But as the initial frenzy simmers, the story takes some wild turns that amp up the paranormal intrigue even more. Let's circle back to those search parties. Night after night, locals scoured the woods, hearts pounding, shotguns at the ready, and the reports kept coming. Witnesses describing the same bizarre anatomy, 8 to 10 feet tall, broad muscular shoulders, that slick rubbery skin glistening under flashlight beams. One account even mentioned a faint ethereal glow around the creature, as if it wasn't fully of this world. Imagine stumbling upon that in the dead of night, the air thick with humidity, the river murmuring nearby, and suddenly this silent giant materializes from the mist. No aggression, just an imposing presence that sends you running. It's the stuff of pure nightmare fuel, blending cryptid lore with something almost spectral. Gray Barker's role here can't be overstated. This guy's a legend in paranormal circles, having delved into the Flatwoods Monster and laying groundwork for Mothman lore. When he gets involved with the Grafton case, he doesn't just document, he speculates boldly. In his notes and correspondence with Cockrell, Barker floats the idea that this beast could be a space animal abandoned on Earth by extraterrestrial experimenters. Think about the timing. The 1960s, peak UFO fever with sightings reported across West Virginia. Barker points to possible connections. Maybe the Grafton Monster was a scout, or a byproduct of alien tech gone awry. He and Cockrell exchanged letters, planning a deep dive article for UFO magazine, chasing leads on government involvement or hidden truths. The town's folklore swells with whispers of federal agents lurking, suppressing info to keep the public in the dark. That's the thin line between small-town fear and cosmic conspiracy that makes your mind race. What if this was an early incursion, a warning of bigger things to come? But then the plot thickens in the most unsettling way, the abrupt silence. Just as momentum builds, Cockrell drops the story cold. No more articles, no follow-ups. Barker backs off too, their collaborative piece never seeing the light of day. The searches taper off, headlines fade, and Grafton returns to quiet, almost too quiet. What caused that sudden halt? Did they uncover something too terrifying to share? Pressure from shadowy figures, perhaps? Or truths that challenged everything they knew? The vacuum left behind fuels endless speculation. Over the decades, theories pile up. An undiscovered Appalachian species adapted to the shadows, an interdimensional wanderer slipping through veils, or straight-up extraterrestrial linked to UFO flaps in the region. Some tie it to Native American legends of forest guardians, others to modern pulp culture nods in video games like Fallout 76, where the monster roams post-apocalyptic wastes. Of course, to give you something to chew on, not everything adds up perfectly. Some skeptics back then chalked it up to spring fever and wild imaginations, maybe a misidentified bear or escaped animal amplified by rumor. But even that rational angle doesn't erase the eerie consistency in those witness descriptions, does it? The paranormal pull remains strong. Today, the legacy lingers. Grafton honors it with festivals like the 2024 Bash marking 60 years since the sighting. Statues, tours, the works. Researchers still debate, and occasional whispers of whistles in the woods keep the flame alive. But the core chill? Those unanswered questions. What did Cockrell really see? Why the silence? And is the Grafton Monster still out there? Its headless form waiting in the Appalachian gloom for the next unwitting soul? Man, wrapping that up, it's hard not to feel that lingering unease like the monster's shadow still stretches over those hills. Juniper, hit me with your take on this one.
Matt, you've got me second-guessing every rustle outside my window. That silence at the end, super suspicious. But hey, maybe it's all just too weird to be true.
Exactly, leaves you pondering the unknown. Thanks for joining us on this ride, folks. Until next time, keep watching the shadows. Over to you, Juniper, for the wrap-up.
What a wild journey through the Grafton Monster's round tonight, from that fateful 1964 sighting through the cosmic theories and that haunted quiet. Thanks for tuning in and letting us stir up the shadows with you. If this episode sparked your curiosity, shoot us your thoughts at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com and check out the blog at shadowfrequencypodcast.com for deeper dives. And you can follow us all over the place. Join us next time for another plunge into the paranormal. Matt, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, Shadow Seekers. Sleep with one eye open.
Sweet dreams. Or not. Until next time on the Shadow Frequency.
This episode was conjured with a solemn vow to explore the unexplained while remaining bound to the truths that have been unearthed. All interpretations are speculative and offered only for your enlightenment and your entertainment.